This light modifier gives such a nice character to any lighting pattern you use it for. It is very impressive, it's very inexpensive, and I will just show you some examples what you can get with this. This is not a sponsor review, this is something I wanted to try out because it reminds me of an old modifier. It's called Hello, and kind of was the same principle, but this one is more sophisticated and have a bunch of features which are really impressive. So starting with the price point, very affordable. It packs flat. It's very collapsible. So you just take it out in 2 seconds. You pinch it, it goes down flat. Also, if you want to set it up, you just push the lever. You're good to go. As you can see, I'm using it with the AD100 Pro. I think it's the perfect size flash for this light modifier. You can use it with the AD200 and 300, but to have a super nice and compact setup, I think the AD100 Pro is the best approach. Because of the shape and the inverse lighting pattern, because this panel here in the back is reflective, and of course you can take it out and you can see it's reflective inside. It reflects the light back and it spreads it around, so you do not have any hot spots. Of course, you're gonna minimize any specularity and the highlights. Very nice soft light, very directional, and very easy to create different lighting pattern. You might think that the light just spreads everywhere, but also create some nice lighting patterns. So I can get a Rembrandt light pattern with this modifier, very easy. And it does something what no other softbox can do. You know, it illuminates the background very evenly, and also has a super nice light fall off. And if you want to illuminate the background, you know, with a nice natural looking lighting fall off, this is the way to go. If I put my subject against the backdrop, the shadows cast on the background are really soft, not noticeable, and they are very pleasant. So the versatility of this light modifier is unbelievable, because any situation it can handle it with ease. So I'm going to show you some examples how I use this, you know, pretty quick. I'm going to do more tutorials with this light modifier outdoors, and also with some top-down light, because this is the best way to use something like this. It's a look like everybody's doing right now. I'm going to do a quick photo shoot with Leo, and for the first setup I will have my AD100 on TTL, and I have my trigger set up -3/10 of a stop, because I always like to dial it down a little bit, and my camera settings are 1/100 shutter speed and at f1.8. I'm shooting with the Canon R5 and 50mm 1.8 lens. Focus on his eye, and you can see right away I have a very nice Rembrandt lighting pattern on Leo's. I think I will bring it a little bit to the side to create a little bit more contrast on the face. I'm going to bring the light to the side. I'm going to focus on his eye again, take a picture, and you can see right away, you know, I have a nice Rembrandt lighting pattern on his eyes. And look how nice the background is, because it illuminates the background so nice and even, and you have a nice a little bit more contrast. The exposure on your subject is a little bit on the lower side compared with the background. You have a different look, and it kind of like tricks your mind, you know. Usually you expect your subject to be brighter than your background, but this way you create a little tension, and I like this. I really like how the pictures turn out. I like how this light bounce around and feel the shadows on the shadow side of the face, and you have just a nice look. You know, you don't have hot spots because, you know, it's a reverse light, so you don't have any specularity in the skin tones, and it looks very natural lighting pattern on him. Would have taken me a little bit more tries with a Softbox to get this Rembrandt light pattern on him. And also, like, can you push a little bit closer to the background? I would just do like a 22 degree, you know, to the front. His very ears like almost against the background. I will focus again on his eyes, and take a picture. If there are no shadows in the background, even when you cast shadows, they are so soft. You have that nice transition, and it looks very good. I really like, like this, how this picture turned out. Now I have the light behind Leo. I will short light him. I'm gonna ask him to look to his right. So I have the far side of the face I'm gonna have a highlight, and this is gonna be a very nice and tight portrait. And you see how, because the light bounce everywhere, I get enough light in the shadow side to make it very natural. We just move the light, a couple of feet and create, 3 different looks. Can we push it back one more time towards all the way? And to the right a little bit. I like this side light look when the subject looks to the side. Is very masculine. I think it looks very good on him. When I use the light to the side and he's looking towards the light in 45, it is, you get this Rembrandt lighting pattern on the face of the subject, and also some cross lighting, and I think it makes a very nice lighting pattern for any pictures. So is this the ultimate light modifier? No. Is the light modifier going to replace everything else in my bag? No. But it's a bag which I'll carry with me all the time, because it just gives me different looks, and that makes the whole difference for me. Very easy to set up. I can use it in very narrow places, or gonna have just a little bit more light. If I want contrast, of course, I'm gonna use a Softbox. If I want a light pattern with character, I'm gonna use this, because I really enjoy the light pattern I'm getting from this modifier looks on my subjects. If you have any questions about this light modifier or any technical aspects of these pictures I took, please comment below and I'll get back to you right away. This light modifier is very easy to use. You have a lot of room to move your subject, and that gives a little bit more freedom. You don't have to reposition your subject all the time. You can move side to side and still have a super nice light. The way it illuminates, with the light spreading behind your subject and wrapping around with a nice fall off, it gives a little 3D look to the pictures, and I really enjoy it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out my channel for more lighting tutorials and gear reviews. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.